Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we're joined by the critically acclaimed NAACP Image and SAG award-winning actor, producer, activist, and author, Isaiah Washington. He has been a star of stage, film, and television for nearly 3 decades. A veteran of several Spike Lee films, Washington has starred alongside such actors as Clint Eastwood, Harrison Ford, Warren Beatty, George Clooney, William H. Macy, Steven Seagal, Jet Li, Halle Berry, and Jennifer Lopez, successfully carving out a definitive niche for himself as a formidable talent. He is also actively involved through the Golden Bay Manga Foundation with global issues that often finds him speaking at congressional hearings in the United States Capitol and working with other world leaders, particularly on issues that greatly impact his DNA-traced homeland of Sierra Leone, a subject covered in his autobiography, A Man from Another Land. The Congo, Rwanda, and many other countries throughout the African diaspora, including his vigorous campaign to fight against Ebola. Washington is a Houston, Texas native. He is best known for his role as Dr. Preston Burke on the ABC medical drama Grey's Anatomy, and stars as Chancellor Thelonious Jaha on CW's hit series The 100 from 2013 to 2018. Isaiah can be seen in his travel talk show, Isaiah Washington, Kitchen Talk, and the upcoming Stars TV show, P-Valley, in July 2020. You know, Isaiah, we've got, a few minutes with you, and I want to thank you for carving that out with me. We all see what's going on in the United States of America. We are all disturbed. It's a despicable video when you look at that police officer with his knee on the carotid artery of George Floyd for nearly over 6 minutes, causing him to asphyxiation and die. But when we look at the response out there in the United States of America, how can we make sure that people in such positions as yourself get to have a voice that can quell some of this anger and some of this destruction of property that we see happening all across the United States of America?
You don't. I'm sitting here right now, heavily armed. Helicopters, surveillance airplanes been flying over my house. They're about 8,000 feet. We have protesters walking right directly in front of my house, as long as they keep it moving, where everything is A-OK. No one wants to hear the truth because we've been listening to lies for 50 years. This is a psyop. You know, it's a total mission. It's an attack. This is not a riot. This is not a normal riot. This is an attack. This is an assault. Direct assault on the Bear Tribal Foundation and our republic. End of story.
And that's incredible. That's incredible that, here you are, someone with a remarkable career in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, and you would take that perspective when you have, I'll use the word loosely, your colleagues that are bailing out some of these rioters from jails all across the United States of America.
Colonel, come on.
Yep.
You know what this is. There's levels. Okay. There's degrees, and from some sociopathy, psychopathy, there's spectrums, right?
Yes.
They're poking the bear for a reason, and that's what you and I have been fighting for, and you literally have been fighting for in other lands. It is unfortunate that the media has poked us to this far. It's unfortunate that a group of people have decided that the current president of the United States and who have been voted in is no longer to be valued or respected in any degree, on any level, on any mountain, be it through just simple humanity or religion or economics. Everything's been, all the 7 mountains have been destroyed. Families first. Now, we know how we got here. That is not the issue. Me talking about solutions at this point in the middle of police action, it's very difficult. All I can do now is just be calm, right? Yep. Don't need to be loud. Don't need to be a whole lot of talking when you're under attack. This action here in Santa Monica is 2 blocks from my house. I've been hearing gunshots for the last 24 hours, 2 blocks away. So I'm serious here. Am I frightened? Absolutely not. Would it be a mistake for me to go out and engage physically? Absolutely. I'm in like everybody else mode. I'm waiting to see what the next move is going to be made. I've been talking about this for my attorney privately. I've been calling this, and it was like, well, how do you see this happening? Are you like an extra Negrodamus? I'm like, no. I said it's a playbook. There's a particular way you do things structurally, and when one thing doesn't work, you go to the next one. If that doesn't work, you go to the next one. And it's going, now what I'm not going to do is what I don't recommend is that we say too much to escalate the situation because no one wants to hear it. Why, Colonel? Because you and I look like, in this bias, we're black. Okay? So right now, there's a psyop that has weaponized the very thing that we say we are. With this same construct, by putting black in front of conservative, I can no longer afford to do that. I can't do that now. I have to be me, a human being. That is what I would say to the world, is that when you go to war, you know, when one side decides to escalate as opposed to de-escalate, it just keeps doing what? It keeps going up, keeps escalating. We run out of words. I'm not saying that there's nothing we shouldn't be saying. At this point, I think that however we're saying, we have to be extraordinarily measured in what we say as men that of color, particularly now, because people fundamentally has been pushed into drawing a line in the sand. Okay, so right three blocks over at Whole Foods, we're already shooting at guys out here shooting at police.
So what is your number one big concern with the future of this constitutional republic when you see this type of anarchy in the streets?
I think right now we need to push a different narrative. I'm very proud to know that I just got off the phone talking to some of my Fox executives. We had a schedule for my show called Isaiah Washington Kitchen Talk. Having a conversation over good food and wine if you drink, having what I call vino veritas conversations. When people tend to drink, they tell a little bit more truth and more relaxed. We can't keep talking about peace if we're not providing the tangibles where people can see it. So what I'm working on now is to push up a date of June 22nd, hopefully a week over, strategically, a week earlier, start doing more promotions and talking to other outlets on Fox and whomever, seeing whoever want to listen to me. We have to change the tone and the frequency of our words now. We've been fighting for a long time. So here we are. It's no secret that people are in the streets because our words, our frequency has brought us here.
Well,
not intentionally.
Yeah. When you look at an organization like an Antifa, which is based and rooted in domestic violence, domestic terrorism, we've seen that throughout history. Is there a chance that you could have any conversation with an organization like that is intent on creating violence or getting their points or getting their way based upon coercion, intimidation, threats, and, as I said, violence?
What I'm not going to do, and this, a lot of people are not going to like this answer, I am not in any shape or form going to give a platform to anyone that I can see is actually a threat to the very Constitution that I swore to uphold. There's no way I'm going to do that. That's not me not being willing to listen to an opposite point of view. You know, James Baldwin said it very, very succinctly. I may be bastardizing his quote, but it's like, how can I believe what you say when I see what you do?
Yeah.
We're long gone that point. I mean, we have now forced the White House to turn its lights off and get in a self-defense mode. Which push your DEFCON 5 here now? You're trying to push DEFCON 4? Are you serious? Here on American soil? Well, it's not that we haven't done it before, the War of 1812 and the Civil War. So, you know, war is not unfamiliar in 1776. War is not familiar to humanity. It happens. It happens. I'm just questioning it.
Well, Isaiah,
if you're going to look at a particular leadership, are you that seriously committed to allowing our collateral damage or innocent Americans to suffer and be hurt because of a political agenda? If you're that serious about it, then I have to take you pretty seriously.
No, I think you're absolutely right. And This is going down that path of never let a good crisis go to waste. I think that this could have been a very unifying moment for the American people. All of us come together and say this is horribly wrong, and let's fix this.
Which we have said, we've all political ideologies aside, but that is not what our media is poking and promoting.
Yeah.
That's offensive. It's beyond offensive. That is a strategy. That's an attack, Colonel. You know that.
Oh, I know.
Well,
Well, one of the things is I hope that, more of individuals out there in your industry, in the entertainment industry, in Hollywood and out in California, will see this clearly like you do. And so we can get to the bottom of this and we can come up with the real solutions and not see, as you say, this anarchy that is seeking to undermine these great United States of America. What's your closing thought before we sign off?
I have no friends in Hollywood. I got one friend in Hollywood, and I'm pushing the envelope with him. No other, there's maybe 50 Cent, maybe The Rock, maybe Robert Downey Jr., maybe Vincent Vaughn, but people who don't think the way the liberals think here in Hollywood are virtually the enemy, and they're serious.
Well,
they're serious with that.
One of the things, as I get ready to close with the Isaiah, is that my dad took an oath, my older brother took an oath, I took an oath, my father-in-law took an oath, and my nephew took an oath, and that was to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign
and domestic. Yeah. So
I'll do that.
Like I said, my last tweet is that this is not a riot. We're under attack, so act accordingly. That's all I have to say.
Well, you stay safe out there in California, and God bless you, and thanks for being with us, Isaiah.
I'm good.
All right.
Thank you, Colonel.
God be with you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.